Hello there, welcome to Backgammon is Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me. Now here I am on XG and I have for you an opening position where white has a 3-1 to play. Take a moment to think about it and afterwards I'll show you the right answer and talk you through the rationale. Okay, so I can tell you that the right move is to bring both up from the 24 point like so. Now making the 5 point is a close decision, but here it does prefer bringing 2 up from the 24. Now why is this? What is going on in this position? Why is not making the 5 point right by a lot? Like here, if you did make the 5 point, it's borderline, it wouldn't be a big deal, but it's kind of surprising that the 5 point isn't right by a bigger margin, right? So what is actually happening in this position? So if we look at the position after white has moved, so we need to ask ourselves, why are we splitting those checkers and what are we splitting into? So then we need to consider green's front structure. So here we can see that green has 8 checkers in the zone because this checker is not in the zone because a 5 point is already made. So 11 point lacks value when the 5 point is made because I can't be part of the same prime structure. 8 checkers in the zone is a weak attacking structure. So here, by splitting, we're not splitting into a great deal of danger. Now, another thing to bear in mind about this splitting play is how numbers play for our opponent. And here we can see that we have duplicated our opponent's 2s and 4s. So by duplicating your opponent's numbers, you make fewer rolls work well for them. So here we can see if green were to roll a 2, he could hit there on his 4 point, he could make the 11 point, and the same with 4s, green could hit on his 2 point, on his 4 point, or even make his 9 point. So with 4s and 2s, you are giving your opponent tougher decisions of how to play them. So these are 2 reasons as to why we should separate and split, hoping to make an anchor, giving ourselves more flexibility to escape, and it's not so dangerous and green's numbers are duplicated. Now, of course, we can make a variation to the position. So let's go and do that. Let's move green's checker to this point by a pip, and also we can move this by a pip like so. So we've made a small subtle difference to the position. And now how do you play the 3-1? So now you can ask yourself the same questions, looking at the front position, looking at duplication and so on. And here we can see now it is right to make the 5 point. This play before stepping up would now be an error. So why is it an error? Well, because green no longer has 8 checkers in the zone. He now has 9 checkers in the zone because he can hit also from here for 10 point. And it also gives green a good 6 to attack us. So now it's much more dangerous to get attacked. Here as well, the duplication is not as strong because green has a 3 to make this point, a 2 to hit. So green's numbers are better diversified and play much better. Here we can see how many ways green can make their 4 point by squaring the number of spares. So there we can see there's a spare on a 6, also here on the 8 and here on the 10. So 3 by 3 is 9 ways to make this point. And green also has a double 6, which also makes a point as well. So well done if you spotted that. So that's 10 rolls there out of 36 where green can make the 4 point. So having another checker in the zone is really dangerous, and therefore it's better to make the 5 point, even though of course we do leave ourselves to get attacked here. So you can see making these small changes to the position can really make a big difference. And opening play is a really great thing to study because you learn a lot about concepts which you can apply as you go along to the whole game. There really is a lot to think about, and even when the plays are close, you can still assess the position, try to identify the patterns, and try to understand really what's going on to help guide you and make you a more conscious and perceptive player over the board. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. New videos every Wednesday. Thank you very much. Goodbye.